Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is iMac Sports. This is another football video, and today I'm talking about my Week 9 NFL predictions for the 2022 NFL season. A lot of big games this week. Last week really had some big games, or a lot of teams were in positions that they really needed to win. This week, not as many games like that, but there are some crucial matchups in the 4 o'clock slots, in the 1 o'clock slots, and there's crucial matchups everywhere. There's crucial matchups everywhere after Thursday Night Football. So let's get right into it. First off, we have Eagles-Texans. I don't really have much of an opinion on this game, other than I think that the Texans are going to lose by a lot. I think that the Eagles are going to come in there. A.J. Brown is going to get another 100-yard game and a touchdown at least. I think that the Texans are just going to be running around in circles with their heads cut off, and I think this is a chance for the Eagles to catch up to Buffalo in point differential. 1 o'clock games. We have Lions-Packers. We have Bills-Jets. We have Falcons-Chargers. We have Vikings versus Washington. We have Dolphins-Bears. We have Raiders-Jaguars. We have Patriots-Colts. And we have Bengals-Panthers. First game of the week, first game of the 1 o'clock, Lions versus Packers. I have the Lions winning 34-23. Although the Bears were not able to get the job done in Green Bay, I think that at home the Lions have a decent chance of winning. The Lions have beaten the Packers more times than the Bears have in recent memory, and especially considering the Lions are at home and the offense that they've had, if the Packers have the same offense that they've had however many weeks in a row now, I don't see them scoring more than 25 points. And the issue is the Lions' defense has been horrendously bad. So if their defense can manage one game against a very uninspiring Packers offense, and the Lions offense can keep up the same pace that it did last week and it has at the beginning of the season, then the Lions should be able to win. I have the Bills beating the Jets 26-18. Actually, I am rooting for Buffalo for the first time in a very long time because Patriots are fighting against the Jets for a playoff spot. This is in New York. I think that the loss of Breece Hall is going to make it extremely hard for the Jets to maintain the record that they have. I think that Breece Hall was a big factor in their offense in allowing Zach Wilson to have moderate success offensively. I think that with Breece Hall being out and the fact that they really haven't incorporated James Robinson into the lineup, even with a full week to kind of do that last week, unless they can get James Robinson in there more, I don't see them scoring many points. I think Buffalo is going to be able to control the clock, and they're going to be able to control the Jets' defense. Falcons-Chargers, I have the Falcons winning 27-24. Looking at the Chargers' schedule, they've been extremely unimpressive. Again, every week their best week was their loss to Kansas City. The Falcons are on an uptick. They're fighting for their division. I think that they're going to be able to win a game against the Chargers to go to 5-4, get an even bigger lead on their division, and I think that the Chargers are going to fall to 4-4. Vikings versus Washington. I have the Vikings winning 33-26. I think that it will be an interesting game. I think that there's a lot to be said here. Washington has really improved over the last couple of weeks. I'm not sure if they've improved or if the teams that they've played have just really played poorly. Green Bay obviously played poorly, and then last week they got another upset victory. I think that Washington is going to put up a fight, but I think the Vikings are going to maintain their winning streak and go to 7-1. Dolphins-Bears, I have the Dolphins beating the Bears 31-23. Although Justin Fields is having some more offensive success than he did earlier last year and earlier this year, I think that Tua is going to have another phenomenal game. He's been exceptional this year. Tyreek Hill was saying before the season started that he was better than Mahomes. I think a lot of people wrote that off. Obviously, he's not better than Mahomes, but he is doing some fantastic things with Tyreek, with Jalen Waddle, with the offense that they have, and he is 5-0 when he's played the full game, so I think that they're going to continue that. Raiders-Jaguars, have the Raiders tying with the Jaguars 22-22. I really don't want to pick a winner for this game because both of these teams are immensely disappointing. The Raiders' offense has been pathetic. They'll put up 0 points against the Raiders last week, and the Jaguars couldn't beat Denver, who was on a however many game losing streak. Their offense can't do anything. So 22, I figured, was the weirdest number that was above 20 that I could think of for a score, so I just put them both at 22, and I think it's going to be a tie. Bengals-Panthers, have the Bengals beating the Panthers 37-25. Panthers, I think, are going to have a decent week, but I think that the Bengals are going to have a very strong bounce-back week from the week against the Browns. I don't know whether or not Jamar Chase is back. If Jamar Chase is back, then I think that they're going to score 37. If Jamar Chase is not back, then they might score a little less than that. But I think either way, the Bengals are going to have a bounce-back victory and get the W. Patriots-Colts, I have the Patriots winning 31-23. Bill Belichick historically does very well against rookie quarterbacks. I think that Sam Ehlinger has a lot of potential, but I think that this week the Colts offense might struggle a little bit. I think that the defense is going to optimize turnovers, field position, and because of that, the Patriots offense will be able to have more chances in Colts territory than they do in their own territory. 4 o'clock games, we have Buccaneers, Rams, and we have Seahawks, Cardinals. I have this as the lowest and highest scoring games of the week. Obviously, Seahawks Cardinals is not going to be 55-53, but I like predicting 50-50 games because they're exciting. There's a lot of offense. There's also probably a lot of defense that goes on in 50-50 games, like the Rams. The only other one, Rams-Kansas City, that's ever happened. So I kind of like predicting them just because it's kind of exciting. If any two teams can do it, it's these two teams. These two teams turn the ball over a lot, get a lot of turnover. Seahawks don't turn over much, but the Cardinals turn it over a lot. They get a lot of turnovers. Both defenses are in the lower tier. Both offenses are in the middle to higher tier. DeAndre Hopkins is back, and I think that this is going to be an electric game. The other one, Bucs and Rams, I think is going to be extremely boring, and I don't think anyone's going to be watching it. I think Bucs and Rams fans are going to be watching Seahawks Cardinals. Tampa Bay has been one of the worst teams in the league this season with how they've played. Obviously, they're not one of the worst teams in the league. They've been playing very poorly, though, and they've been playing like one of the worst teams in the league. The Rams have also been playing like one of the worst teams in the league. Both of these teams have been extremely sad. Both of their offenses have been extremely sad. Both of their defenses have been mediocre, but their numbers are a little better than mediocre. I think that this is going to be a situation where both of these offenses just can't do anything. It's going to be just like the Bucs-Packers game, and the Rams are going to have a field goal. They're going to have a 2-point conversion, and they're a field goal of safety, and then they're going to miss a 2-point conversion to tie the game. Sunday night. 13-11. 13-11. Yeah, that's the score. Sunday night, we have Chiefs-Titans. I have the Chiefs beating the Titans 24-20. I think this is going to be a tight, close game. I think Derrick Henry is going to have another 200-yard week, second in a row, 7th of his career, breaking the record. I think that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to take away the win. I can see the Titans winning this game, especially if Tannehill's back, but I really don't know. I think that Kansas City is obviously favored, and I think that Kansas City should be able to convert a victory here. If the Titans do win, though, it won't be a shock considering they were the 1 seed last year, and they are healthier this year than they were last year. Their defense is playing at a very high level, and Derrick Henry is becoming Derrick Henry again, even though he wasn't as strong at the start of the season. He's definitely come into being himself again. Monday night, we have Saints-Ravens. Saints 37, Ravens 35. Another situation much like the Seahawks-Cardinals game, although these two defenses do have more potential than those two defenses do. I think this will be a very high-scoring game. Two teams that I thought that their defense was going to be the highlight of their team, both of which have been disappointing defenses, but their offenses have been very strong. The Ravens have had some issues in the fourth quarter, and the Saints have been very strong in the fourth quarter, if I understand correctly. I think that the Saints are going to have a very strong game, and I think that they're going to be fighting for that number one spot in the NFC South, and I think that especially with the Falcons winning, the Saints are going to have a big incentive to win this game, and I think that they're going to pull it out. So those are my predictions for Week 9 of the 2022 NFL season. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.